How did the Roman army transform with Germanic Federates? Imagine a mighty empire where the soldiers are no longer all Roman citizens, but a mix of tribes and warriors from distant lands. This change didn't happen overnight, but was a slow shift driven by many challenges. During the late days of the Western Roman Empire, the army started to look very different from the disciplined legions of old. Instead of relying solely on Roman citizens, the empire began to incorporate Germanic tribes as allies and soldiers. These tribes, like the Goths, Franks, and Alemanni, were granted land and protection in exchange for military service. They became what was called federates, or allies, who fought alongside Roman soldiers. At first, these federates mainly provided cavalry and irregular troops, which were faster and more mobile than traditional Roman infantry. The Roman army had to adapt because enemies like the Goths and Franks used swift cavalry tactics that the old Roman legions struggled to counter. The Roman military responded by reorganizing into smaller, more flexible units. The complexities were mobile armies that could move quickly across the empire, while the limitanei guarded the borders. This new structure was better suited to deal with the changing threats. As federates became more involved, they often commanded their own troops within the Roman military system. Some Germanic leaders rose to high ranks, even commanding Roman armies. This created a more diverse force, blending Roman discipline with Germanic fighting styles. Cavalry units, in particular, became more prominent, reflecting the Germanic emphasis on mounted warfare. The army was no longer just a force of Roman citizens but a patchwork of different groups working together. This shift also changed the loyalty of soldiers. Many federates were loyal mainly to their tribal leaders rather than the Roman state. Discipline could sometimes be inconsistent, and conflicts of interest arose. These federates played a key role in defending the borders, but their influence also meant that military power was sometimes used in internal power struggles. Some Germanic generals gained significant influence within the empire, affecting politics and decision-making. By the time the Western Roman Empire fell in 476 CE, the army was a mix of Roman and Germanic elements. The traditional Roman legion had evolved into a more varied and less uniform force. This change reflected the broader social and political shifts happening at the time. The old Roman order was giving way to a new world where barbarian groups played a central role in military and political life. The reliance on federates helped the empire survive external invasions for a while longer but also contributed to its eventual decline. It was a turning point that marked the end of classical Roman military dominance and the beginning of medieval warfare.